legitimate secondary company. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's because I work there either. Um, that's really crappy to hear. You know, the former employee of that company. That's sad. Because there's a lot of good talent out there that deserves to be on television, deserves to be stars, that deserve to be entertaining you, the fans. And for whatever rhyme or reason, they might not fit in Vince's little square, you know, square opening at the moment, you know, because it might be a circle, if you will. Um, but there's other fans out there that enjoy watching these talents and these guys go and these girls, and that's a damn shame that it's come to this. Because again, because I worked there, during my time there, we had a roster that I definitely would have put on paper against Monday Night Raw as well as SmackDown, and I felt we would have held our damn own. I really believe that. I'd say right around from end of '07 through about, let's say, 2010 ish. I felt very strong about that roster.
Yeah, and they were doing, before they got kicked off of Spike, they were doing over 1 million viewers a week. I mean, there was a time when they hit 2 million viewers. There were a couple of times they hit 2 million viewers. Raw last week was, or SmackDown last week was like 2.3 million. So that just shows you like kind of where they had almost gotten to, and a lot of people have a lot of different reasons for what happened, but uh, they had an offer from Toby Keith and Jeff Jarrett,
Yeah,
a few years ago,
yeah,
and if Dixie would have taken that offer, they probably would still be on Spike, or there's at least a better chance that they would have kept that TV deal.
yeah.
And she didn't, and it was because she wanted a like managerial title in the company, and that has led us to where we're at now.
Man, that's sad. As a fan, that's sad.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the WWE is going to be as complacent
Oh
and
Lord.
we've seen this over time and time again. Until someone is kicking their butt, they will just sit on their laurels and let things go as they're going.
Yeah,
And a strong TNA would be the best thing for the industry.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, competition, it's good, really good for everyone, and especially the viewers.
And people at home be like, what do you get? Yeah, get okay, Matt. You're being pro TNA a little bit here. Settle down there, Chief. You guys were nowhere near them in ratings. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we did enough at the time. I was there, and I have old friends in WWE that were watching Impact at the time. Okay, that we did enough to make them write their show somewhat differently. I know that for fact.
Right. And again, we're talking about the audience, right? When you're talking about TNA when it was doing 1.2, 1.4 million, that's more than pretty much all non-WWE shows combined right now. Lucha Underground's doing 100, ROH, who knows what they're doing, but it's probably 3 to 4, five tops, and TNA now is at three to 400. So all of the shows now added up don't add up to what TNA was doing there for a while, at the end of Spike. So it's really sad as a fan. It's sad to see what's going on. I keep hoping that there's going to be a big Hail Mary. Matt, was this when you were in TNA when the rumors of Paul Heyman coming in
Yeah,
were happening? What
yeah.
was the reaction backstage with that
It was a
possibility?
it was a very fast one. I recall very quickly. I don't know how long it lasted online, but as far as backstage went, maybe 2 weeks. The guys thought, the guys were hoping Paul would come in. Paul was going to make, from what I understand, a very dramatic change. Like everybody would have been, if you're a certain age and above, you'd be out, kind of a thing. That would have probably did someone like me at the time, actually, not, because I would have been above probably that age of new talent. That because he wanted to, my understanding, make a complete.
Hi, Matt. Man, he was going too. I was really interested. Here, let me text him real quick. But yeah, it's one of the most excited I'd ever been for TNA was when it looked like Paul Heyman might be coming in.
Well, that'd be
And
huge.
oh yeah, and it looked like they were definitely in talks, and it didn't work out at the last minute. Instead, they brought in Tommy Dreamer because Dixie Carter, announced the surprise before she had it done, and then they did their own version of an ECW pay per view. Um, but yeah,
And no truth to the rumors now that Hogan with his Gawker money is going to step up.
jeez, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah,
First of all, he hasn't gotten the Gawker money.
that's true.
And who knows how much he'll get? He'll have to take shreds in bankruptcy court. If he wasn't bankrolled in this thing, and again, if he wasn't bankrolled in this thing, he would have probably settled way early.
Oh yeah.
But by being bankrolled, the guy wanted him to stay till the end, and so he couldn't settle. He could have gotten a lot more. He could have gotten more money than he'll probably end up getting. But
So,
yeah,
It doesn't really matter, all the audio is going to get done anyway.
no problem. So yeah, go ahead. And
Why is that
continue
squealer?
with
Like there's about 2 weeks worth of rumors. A lot of guys were excited. A lot of guys, someone like me who was above the quote unquote age that Paul was looking to keep talent on board with, we're probably a little bit nervous. But I don't remember more than a week worth.
Well, what Heyman had said in interviews after is that he wanted, as far as the older talent, he was thinking like Sting, Hogan, those guys, and he was saying, yeah, Sting and Hogan are great, but you keep one of those guys and not, not everyone. As far as
Trying,
I
aren't
think
they?
he meant like the legend.
Come on, calendar.
I wouldn't think that you would
Give me a
fall
fucking calendar.
into that age group, because he was talking about pushing beer money and like wanting to.
And I worked with him a little bit as a rookie, and I was looking forward to him coming in, to TNA, because it would be an opportunity to work with him now with a little bit more of a skill set, a little bit bigger tool belt, and then more importantly, just being a big 7-foot sponge and shutting up and learning from him. I was stoked for about a week. Then I started hearing about the age cutoff thing, and then I was. Then by that time it hit, literally the next day, that rumor changed.
Jumper, candle.
Yeah, that's when Tommy Dreamer came in. And
Jumper.
That
Fat Carola.
the ECW paper.
Santa Claus. Snowflake.
Wrestling Inc. Stay tuned to the site. There'll be all the updates there, and if something happens on before
Stack of
Wednesday,
money.
SmackDown Live,
Winner.
we'll definitely talk about it then. But the site will have all the late breaking developments. Now, quickly, Raj, you want to
Trumpet.
spoil the TV taping news. We give people ample warning if they don't want to be spoiled about upcoming
Candle.
Yeah, if you don't want to be
Star.
if you don't want to be spoiled with the
Holly.
upcoming TNA Impact Wrestling episodes, just stop now. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. Go ahead and stop now. You've got plenty of time. All right. So at tonight's television tapings, Eddie Edwards
Holly.
defeated Bobby Lashley to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, marvelous.
TNA just had what they consider their WrestleMania last night, and
Great.
Well, we're going to see what the altercation is, because he ain't going to lie down for it, is he? Hey? I'm going to highlight out they're going to leave that on him for long, bro. Santa. Carola. Angel. Santa. Sled. This is already up to 8 minutes. Jumper. Snowman. Candy. Glove. Trumpet. Snowflake. Winning symbol is a cracker.
Stay away from Dad in a minute. They're typing up.
Bauble.
Come away, Trav, because he's typing.
As long as he stays there, he's fine. Coin. And a reindeer. Look, don't scratch him, but I found a tree there and a tree there.
Don't scratch him.
So how many is that? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do 7, and then I'll do 7 on a different video.
Why is Jack squealing so much?
Candy cane. Jumper.
Why is Jack squealing so much?
Candle. Although if I have a very large video, won't you get more views? Get away now, Trev. I can't see because you're in the sun.
I would have thought so, Darren. Go away then, Trav. You've been asked to go away, Travis.
Angel. Coins.
It's not fair, Mum.
Jumper. Chocolate. Snowflake. And snowman. Come on, we need the mistletoe. Massive coin. cracker,
Kathy, don't rip the vouchers, please.
robin, and a hat.
The vouchers.
Yeah, the vouchers are giving me money off stuff.
Right. So I'll just do these 2 prices and then do a different video, yeah? Right, more than £2, I think.
Sounds like a good scratch.
£4.